going on, guys? Oh, squeaky chair is back. Reason being is the gamer chair that I bought and had for less than 2 days broke. I guess it can't handle a fat son of a bitch like me. It is what it is, I guess, guys. Got a coffee here. Miserable weather. Just getting over this crud or whatever it is that I have. And here's a bit of videoception. There you go, sweetheart. So I figured, why not do this? So I have been quite ill of late, and I don't know what it is. I took a COVID test. That's the standard norm now. That's what the NHS wants you to do. Took the test, came back positive. I'm like, okay, cool. So I told my doctor. He informed the database. But their database came back with, we don't know this variant. I was like, what do you mean you don't know this variant? No, it's not Omicron, it's not Alpha, it's not Delta, it's a different variant. I was like, okay, great, cool, yay. I'm gonna die. Thanks, China. And so while I was in bed, I did lose my sense of taste, which is one of the signs of COVID. But it came back like the next day or something. I was like, this is odd. And I was chugging orange juices like crazy. I mean, I went through like 9 cartons of orange juice. Been cramming protein from like nuts and chicken and you name it. All forms of protein, getting it in, taking vitamin D, standing out in the sunlight, what sunlight we do get here in the UK, because we had a really bad fucking windstorm and tornado and Christ knows what else. And so I was doing what I can, but I couldn't breathe for shit. Like, I just could not breathe. They gave me this finger thing from the hospital. This pulse oximeter. Even though I've got one built into my watch, that one wasn't accurate enough, so they wanted me to have this one. So they gave me this, and it has a Wi-Fi signal thingy. You have to QR code the app, and then it sends it to the phone, and then the phone sends it off to the NHS. I thought it was kind of cool. It means I don't have to keep going in and out of the hospital causing issues and whatnot. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I got a phone, an email from my doctor telling me to expect a phone call from my doctor. I was like, okay, this is weird. Got a phone call from the doctor. Doctor says, Mr. Munnan, you don't have COVID. I was like, what? But the test said I had COVID. And he's like, yeah, the test was a false positive. You don't have COVID. I was like, oh, okay, cool. So what do I have? He's like, we don't know. Just keep doing what you're doing. And I told him I couldn't breathe, and he goes, try sleeping upright. Yeah, right. For a man who sleeps on his side, no. Sleeping upright is not for me. So for the past 4 or 5 days, I've only had like maybe 2.5, 3 hours of sleep. I end up falling asleep in this chair, just leaning back, and all of a sudden, you can't breathe because you're fucking swallowing your own fucking gunk. And I started expelling all this stuff without taking cough medicine. See, that's the thing, I don't like taking cough medicine. Cough medicine is designed to make you cough. It's not designed to suppress your cough. A true cough medicine is designed to help you get whatever's in your lungs out of your lungs so you can breathe. Okay, the current cough medicine that we have today suppresses your ability to want to cough, which is why when they realized, oh wait, we're actually making people more sicker with cough medicine, let's go back to our original formulas but rebrand it as an expellant. So you've got 2 types of cough medicine. You've got an expellant, which brings stuff up, okay, nasty, or you've got a suppressant, which stops you. If you keep taking a suppressant, eventually that cold or that flu or whatever you've got in your chest will turn into an infection and kill you. So always get the expellant. Okay, you want to bring it out. Now, especially if you've got COPD or various other breathing issues, get the fucking expellant, not the suppressant. Okay? I cannot fucking stress that. My mother has COPD. She has a fucking breathing mask thing that makes her look like Darth Vader, just so that she can breathe at night. Okay? Bear in mind, my mum has had fucking 2 brain issues and has stents in her brain. Okay, so my mum cannot fucking do stuff. My mum has to take steroids and shit now. She's jacked like fucking Incredible Hulk. Okay? My mum could literally bench press a Mini Cooper if she wanted to. And that has never been my mum. My mum has always been a skinny little beanpole. But due to the chemical, and that goes with me, I'm having seizures now as well. So they're thinking it might be hereditary, which means I might have got this from my mum. So they don't know yet. They're still doing tests. They've still got. At one point, they wanted to do a brain biopsy. They wanted to drill a fucking thing into my skull and take a chunk of my brain and shit like that and whatnot. And then one guy's like, "No, let's just do a couple of CT scans first." Yes. And so they did a whole bunch of fucking CT scans and Christ knows what else. And I don't do well in. Ironically, I'm a former tank driver, but I don't do well in cramped spaces, especially when it's banging all around you, because the magnets moving back and forth. But, yeah, so that didn't help. And then when I got out of the hospital, all of a sudden I'm just like fucking dying, because I just need to breathe, and I just couldn't. For some reason, I just could not breathe to save my fucking life. And they put me on that thingy-me-bob, and then they said, try using expellants and open inhalers. I was like, so thinking my steroid pump, because this is what I need for my lungs. Thank you, COVID, the first time around. 1 second. Yes, I drink water. Agua. Whether it's filtered through bean juice or whether it's just straight pure, I drink agua. And so I've been dealing with that, and then because I've been sick, I haven't been able to go to the gym, I haven't been able to work out, I've missed several boxing sparring things, and yeah, it's one thing on top of another, and that doesn't bode well for my depression. So I started doing what I normally do, which is to if I can't leave the house because I'm sick, do something I'm going to do, which is to have fun. So my idea of fun is making models. So instead of me buying like 40, 50, 60 pounds worth of model kits, I bought myself some STLs instead from my mini factory, not sponsored, and I got this bad boy. Now bear in mind, he is going to be used in the D&D campaign for the Avatar of Death, but I'm also painting them up to be my Necron Citan Lord of Death. No, I don't currently have a Necron army. I just wanted him to paint as a centerpiece, so I've got him, and I've got some alternate Fabius Bile models. I've got this one that I'm also green stuffing some hair on, and a few other things and whatnot. He's actually pretty cool, I like him. I added the extra arms on the backpack, and then we've got this one, which is a female Fabius Bile. So yeah, I'm gonna be painting these guys up. So I've got alternate history Fabius Biles, one where like Bile was messing around with gene seed and made a female version of his clone, and this one I got a background story from when Trazon didn't agree to the deal, so he didn't take Fulgrim, the clone of Fulgrim. He took Bile himself instead, and so this Bile's got like parts of Necrotech installed in him. So he's got like a Necron warrior leg, and he's got a Necron eyeball and stuff like that and whatnot, because Bile escaped, obviously, it's Bile, but as he tried to escape, he took some severe wounds and things of that nature, And so he started upgrading his body with Necron tech, including his Chidoran, the spider, the backpack. So that's actually got like a little scarab thing in the center of the green gem. Although I haven't modelled it yet, that's what I'm going to be putting right back there. There's a Necron scarab with a gem. So it looks like it's just going to be like Necron tech powered. So there's going to be lots of green glows and stuff like that on his backpack and whatnot. And I'm also going to get some flayed ones, some Necron flayed ones, and add those as part of his like genetically enhanced retinue kind of thing. So it's kind of like a Chaos Necron thing, crossover is what I'm doing. Hence, that's why him. So, and I'm also going to be doing a little mini short story, because I like to do little background stories about my armies. Like the one for Abaddon the Despoiler, I'm basing it around the First and Second Crusade. So there's going to be lots of like Gen 3, Gen 4, Mark 3, Mark 4 power armor. So think Death Guard, think Horus Heresy kind of thing. So I'm going to take some, I'm going to be buying some Horus Heresy era Marines and just kit bashing some Chaos shoulder pads on and a few other things and whatnot. So they're slowly morphing from Loyalist to Traitor in his warband kind of thing, into Horus's warband. And so less demons, less demonic possessed. I'm also working on a Slanesh centerpiece that's going to involve a whole bunch of these female praying nude slaves and whatnot, where they're praying to Fulgrim. And I have my Fulgrim model. It's here. This is the smaller one version. I'm going to get the bigger version. That's what I want to use for the diorama. It's a bigger version of Fulgrim. So Fulgrim's going to be there, and these chicks are going to be praying to him, kind of thing. You know what I mean? They're all going to be former sisters of battle, just to stick it to the sisters, you know. And so yeah, that's modelling wise what I've got planned. I've got some stuff I'm going to be shipping out tomorrow. I've got packages going to America. I've got packages going to Europe. What else? I don't know yet. I'm all over the place, you know, with things that I'm doing. I'm going to be getting back into streaming a little bit. I'm just got to recover my account because I when I lost my Deceptive Cobras Twitch channel, I did have a backup channel. Now, I don't own that channel. I just work for that channel. That's different. Okay, the person who owns that channel, sadly, is no longer alive. That's my mate Mike. Mikey Ball, Big Mike. He wanted to get into Twitch for a while and just wanted to talk about the gospel. He was LDS. And Big Mike sadly died in a car accident. And I had the login and password to his main email address, which is linked to that account. So I took it over. When I took it over, I changed the password, but I forgot what I fucking changed the password to. And so this is where Aces and Eights came from. I rebranded the account to Aces and Eights, and when I rebranded it, the confirmation email didn't come through. So the login for it is supposed to be Aces and Eights, but it's not registered as Aces and Eights. It's registered to the old original name. But when I use the old original name, it tells me that name doesn't exist. So when I use Aces and Eights, it tells me that password is incorrect. So I've been trying to get the Aces and Eights account back, so that I can stream on it. So that I can get back into doing some streaming. I have recently picked up a few games during the Christmas sale or the Black Friday sale. I picked up Fallout 4 Game of the Year Edition. I picked up Dark Sector. I also picked up Iron Harvest 1920. It's like a diesel punk, steampunk version of World War One. So I figured, and it's also got like an open world map strategy RTS to it. So I figured, what the hey, let's give it a shot. Figured I'd stream that for a little bit, maybe do a little bit of model painting as I'm streaming, things of that nature. So I'm not sure yet what I'm going to be doing per se. I have recently been laid off from my full-time job, so that sucks. So I do have a little bit more time on my hands. So there is that. And I've also been playing a lot of BattleTech. And I mean a lot of BattleTech. I re-downloaded the BattleTech Rogue Tech mod pack for it, because I do have all of the DLC for it. I've also got MechWarrior 5 clans, and I know that they've come out with DLC for it. It's free, which is the PvP, things of that nature. So we might try to do a little bit of that. I did upgrade this rig. What I mean by that is I bought myself a new motherboard. I got myself a better M.2 OS drive. Hence, that's why I had to redo everything. I'm now on Windows 11. A little bit of a learning curve. Don't get me wrong. I do have a VMware of Windows 11 when it first came out for beta testing and stuff. And I did dick around with it a little bit, but it's beta, so it constantly crashed. And so I was like, a bit tainted towards it. But I've been messing around now with Windows 11 for almost a month. Now it'll be a month on the 20th. So in 13 days? What's today's date? Is it the 7th or the 8th? It's the 8th. So in 12 days, it'll be a month I've been dicking around with Windows 11. And I will be buying a new processor for this rig. The old processor, the old RAM and whatnot will be going back on the old original B350 motherboard. That will then be going into this rig over there. Then that rig will then be going into that case over there. So I'm phasing out the old Dell Optimex system. That will be literally put into a box, kept in storage for parts in case one of these guys goes down. So I can at least get back on track. Now, this is one of my dilemmas. Do I go back to dual PC streaming, or do I go back to just single PC streaming? I don't know yet. I'm going to look at the performances of both. I'm upgrading from the Ryzen 7 2700 that's in this machine to a Ryzen 7 50 something. It's a Ryzen 7 50 something 103D, whatever it is. It's got like a it's got like 100 meg cache increase and da 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 da. I've looked it up, done the comparisons and whatnot. It is like 10,000 points higher on a CPU score, so it's like a massive upgrade. And one of my partners, Nala, she keeps telling me, and she's big into tech, she's a big geek, and she keeps telling me to go for it to get the processor. And that will also make my video editing and a whole bunch of other stuff a lot faster and various other things. So I'm like, it's time for an upgrade. And it is, it's time for an upgrade. My primary partner, Eve, my little Eve, my lovely Eve, love that woman. She and I were reminiscing about her oldest son, and she started crying, and I was like, what's wrong? She goes, he's driving now. And I was like, what? She showed me a picture of him with his brand new car, and used, sorry, certified pre-owned Toyota Celica. And she's like, he's driving now, he's driving to school, he's driving. And she's like, yesterday he was a little baby and I took him to and she's crying her eyes. I'm like, honey, my Molly Bear's the same. She's driving around now. She's got her own little car. She's got a little Fiat 500, you know. And to me, I remember picking her up from primary school like it was yesterday. So, you know, time flies. You know, and then all of a sudden I got a little bit brooding and I was like, I want more kids. And the thing is, it's not left me. The urge to have more children has not left me. I want more children. I don't know why, I just do. I have this brooding urge to have more children. And it's not going to happen, you know, it's not going to happen. But I just have the urge to have more children. So, it is what it is, I guess. It is what it is. Crikey, I've been talking for 20 minutes. Oh, talking utter bollocks for 20 minutes. Anyway, guys, thank you for everything you guys have done for me for this year. Unfortunately, we didn't reach our goal. My goal was to get to 1,000 subscribers for the year. But it is what it is, guys. Thank you for those who have stuck around. You guys are amazing, and I love you all. You guys, and I do mean this, you guys are amazing. But if England keeps going the way it's going, I may end up moving to a different country. As you guys know, I don't hide my Catholic faith. I am very, very, very Catholic. I am very, very, very religious in certain aspects and certain beliefs. And the English government is now passing laws making it illegal for you to even criticize other religions other than Catholicism. Yet England is a Catholic country. So it's okay for other religions to dogpile onto us, but we can't say anything back in return. That is called oppression. That is called religious oppression. And I genuinely am trying to find another country that will willingly accept me. Now bear in mind, I'm not in the best of health, which means I can't work straight away. Doesn't mean I don't want to work, I do. I would love to go back to my old job in either cybersecurity, business management, or heck, I'd love to go back and work in a body shop. You know, being hunched over an English wheel, you know, knocking out dents out of a body panel, things of that nature. I would love to be doing that right now. I really would. But I can't, not with my seizures, and two, not with my current mental health. I'm on a permanent sick note now. That's why I lost my job. The British government said, no, this man is too fucked to work. Literally too fucked to work. So they gave me a permanent sick note. Not that I wanted it. But they gave it to my employer first, and then my employer handed it to me, and I'm like, fuck is this? And they were like, we've got to let you go. In case I have a seizure while I'm working. Even though I work from home. And that's the problem. It's because I work from home. If I worked in an office where there's other people that could render assistance or aid if I have a seizure, things of that nature, they can help me. But where I work from home, no one's here to assist me. It's like, please make it make sense. And yet I'm not disabled enough to get PIP. I was denied PIP twice. I've been denied twice now. Even my appeals were denied immediately, which baffles the mind, because the first appeal got denied because apparently the doctor who saw me, who didn't see me, by the way, because the building they sent me to hasn't been used since 2019. Yet the date that they saw me was 2020 during the height of the lockdown. Something's not right there. You get what I'm saying? Something's not right there. And so they denied me, saying I'm perfectly fine, I'm perfectly fit, and I'm like, even though if I take that doctor to court and ask him to pick me out in a lineup, he couldn't, because he never saw me. He never met me. Yet on the paperwork he said, well, when I met Mr. Monaghan, he was showing signs of da-da-da. I'm like, you never fucking met me, you twat. They lied. They flat out lied on their paperwork. They flat out lied on their paperwork. They lied. And that appeal got denied. I applied again. That got denied immediately. I appealed. That appeal got denied. So I'm like, what's the fucking point, man? when there's council estate chavs going around saying, oh yeah, I got a dodgy knee, so I'm on PIP. And yet he's riding around on a fucking bike with a dodgy knee. Or what about that old lady who lived out in fucking on the seaside in a private house, and she was given a council house and all this fucking medication. She literally had her room from floor to ceiling stacked full of fucking medications that she was supposed to be taking that she never took. She got the prescriptions, you know, but she never fucking touched. All that medication could have gone right back to the NHS and then given to other people, but no. So they let people like those slip through the crack, but a person like me who genuinely fucking needs help, you're on your own. Fuck you. Alright, listen, I've been ranting for too long. Anyway, I'm going to fuck off. Alright, I love you guys. Anyway, and unfortunately the coffee's not done, so the video, but I'm ending the video anyway. So, take care guys. I love you all, and I will see you all soon. And if I don't see you before Christmas, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Season's Greetings, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, Happy whatever you want to celebrate. Okay, until then guys, take care of each other, love each other, okay, love overcomes hate. Alright guys, until then, ciao.